I think every creator like just needs to figure shit out. It's like you have to be carved for that art, you know, that you can't choose the art. The art has to choose. I stalked you a lot, so I was like, this guy is chill, you know, like I was like, stalk as in I'm not creep, okay? I'm not a creep. Oh God.
And I think we'll have a game, right? And where it is like basically selecting between selecting between two, rather or rather not, but a book edition, right?
Oh, definitely, I love that.
Cut कर दो बीच का 5 second editor. We'll get to the
editor Kunal to Kunal.
I voice note for myself, like इधर का part cut कर दो.
Kunal on camera to Kunal the editor.
So, would you rather read one book per year and remember everything, or read 100 books and remember nothing?
Of course, first one. Read books and then remember it.
Yeah, but would you be able to resist like reading one book per year? I don't think.
I mean, depends on how thick the book is. We like some thick books. So if it's like 1,000 books.
What's the average like book size you like 300, 400 pages?
Yeah, definitely. I don't like shorter books.
You recommended me a shorter book. I told you I read this book. You have to read this book. This is easier book. Meaning you recommend thin books to
because I don't know what you like to read, right? When I'm picking up, I'll always take something thick.
Only read the first page of a book or just the last one?
First page.
First page?
I would never want to read the last page. That will spoil me for the whole book.
Okay, you'll get the spoiler before.
Yeah, exactly.
Read a book with an unclear ending that makes you wonder what the author meant, or one with a heartbreaking ending?
Heartbreaking. I love books that make me cry and, you know, wallow in sorrow for the next 5 years.
You have cried, right? Reading some
Dude,
books.
I'm a very emotional person.
You watch movies and you cry all the way, right? You know? Read the same genre forever, or only be allowed to read one book from every genre?
One book from every genre. I don't like. I told you, right? I like variety. Answer it. I don't like. One book from every genre.
Yeah. Then I feel like मतलब life में मसाला
है ना, like कुछ तो हो रहा है.
Like a book everyone hates, or hate a book everyone likes?
Hate a book everyone likes.
Okay, nice.
I like to be unique.
Read a book that is really well written but has a terrible story, or the other way around?
Other way around. I am here for the story. Storytellers OP. Story definitely.
Hear a spoiler of the book's ending, or never find out how it ends?
Never find out how it ends. I don't like spoilers.
क्यों spoilers होने में क्या है?
You know, I don't like. I remember one person lost his Instagram because he gave me a spoiler of something.
How he lost? Like
I blocked him and I reported his account and something happened and he lost his account completely. I was so happy.
You reported your account. Yeah, so your grandfather is a well-known musician, right?
So my late grandfather, So definitely. So I started like talking about my grandfather is like from Uttarda. So he's like a well-known Cipriano Dourado. He's like well-known musician of his time, okay? So then my father was a very enthusiast of music. None of their siblings, they learned music. I roll. If anybody is watching, I'm sorry. So they didn't learn, and they like most of the grandchildren, we started learning music. My dad was like we are 4 siblings and all 4 of us are into music. And I'm the youngest, so I got the most difficult instrument, violin. So I learned, like I started at the age of 6, and then I started learning music, and then at the age of 12 I started playing in churches, birthdays, shows here and there, you know, whatever I could do. So I made my first earning at 12. Then after that I just kept going. And then until like last year 2020 we used to do choirs. We had our own choir. We used to do like birthday show, whatever people used to call us for, and pay us for by the hour. And it was a good, like, you know, good experience. I answered some exams in 2018 after that, like Trinity exams. And then I kept going, and like, that's how I'm like a lot, like I feel like when it comes to music, I feel like I'm good at it. Okay, I'm good at it. And also it makes me money, but it's like I'm not pro at it. You know, it's like I'm not pro at it. So it's like, it's fine. It's chalta. I do it sometimes in the background. I'll have something here and there. But like,
you kind of have a backup, you know?
Yeah, it's like, dude, I have
play music, you know, you don't
I have a backup of a backup. BSc ke upar I have a music backup, and then, you know, like YouTube I have like backup.
People are trying to find one source and where you have 3, 4, you know.
Yeah, thanks to my father. It's like he's very upset that we don't play like, you know, like very much like professionally. But then it's like you have to be carved for that art, you know, that you can't choose the art. The art has to choose you.
And why is it like, I don't know, I am coming across people who are dancing and from the age of 3, you are playing from 6, and when we were running away and crying and would don't know what.
Dude,
You know,
I think like so Gen Z is like doing a lot of
they're
things.
doing, I think, from 2 years, 3 years.
Exactly. They're like we've been doing a lot because see now I am 21 and what I am doing like 14-year-olds are doing now, right? So it's like everybody's evolving really fast. There is no generation gap anymore. So that's why. And also I think like there was a time in Goa where everyone wanted to become a musician, right? You'll find like 10 people in one room, you'll find 8 of them had gone like to music classes. So like that's how like I started. And I was like, I had siblings, right? So I was the youngest one. They were like, they were correct for their age. I was like, ab bhi jao. So yeah.
सब इतना कर लिया है तो इसको भी लेके चले
Yeah,
जाओ.
and dude, and I was like, I used to look at my siblings and be like, okay, I want to go to school, I want to go to music class because they are going, you know, it was very exciting. Nice times, good times.
So I think let's talk about some ambition. Right? I think you're full of ambitions, right? So if you want to narrow down to something one, what is your one key ambition? Because you have so many things going on, right?
I have so many things, definitely, but like I'm a person who's like aim for the stars kind of person, you know, like set the highest goal. Doesn't matter if you achieve it or not. At least you'll land on the moon, sort of. But in terms of quantity wise, if I'm going to be ambitious about some quantity wise, would be definitely 1 million subscribers. I want the gold plaque, so people please subscribe. At least get me to 1,000 subscribers. Ambitious, huh?
Yeah, from the start you're saying subscribe, that is for this channel, and yeah, we progress ahead.
Yeah, definitely this channel also subscribe. Iske subscribers mujhe subscribe karo please.
Yes.
So yeah, but in terms of like, you know, my life or something, I'm very ambitious about like building a business that I'm really proud of. And that business could be like, you know, related to my channel or related to anything that I want to do in my life. But I'm very, very like what you say, bullish on building a business. Definitely. Like I have some ideas in my head, but definitely ambition is एक. And another thing is, वो business set up करके I want to be 30 under 30. वो तो I am very, very like ambitious about
so
that.
you'll need to build a team, right? You have to team बना के like एक काम करो मैं आती हूँ. I have to attend meetings and all.
It's like now the networking तो हो रहा है. So I'll just have Kunal's like, you know, contacts come to me and then we'll share the network.
Yeah, एकदम smart है.
Yes, business mind all the time.
Any 5 books you would like to recommend, like to our listeners or someone, anyone? No, रहा चलते.
Okay, Ajnabi ko 5 books ka recommendation. So if you're still watching till now, definitely 5 books. First book would be Almanac of Naval Ravikant. Read it, chart lo, uska chart lo. If you can't read books, if you can't read books, please uska thread jaake pad lo. How to get rich without getting lucky. Naval Ravikant, first and foremost, he changes your mind completely. First book. Second book, Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. थोड़ा US based book है, लेकिन you'll learn everything you need about money. Don't read any other personal finance book, but that book. Third book is Steal Like an Artist. Of course, I've already recommended that. If you want to become a creator artist. Then another book is Atomic Habits by who? James Clear. Sorry, Twitter will be coming after me for not knowing the author, but James Clear. If you want to build habits and you want to change your life, it tells you break down habits, how to build new habits and stuff. And finally, if I had to suggest a fiction book, I would definitely suggest which book would I suggest? Of course, definitely, I have already said it. Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. 1,000 Suns also you can read. But don't go by my recommendation because I may be in different stage of my life and you may be in a different stage of your life.
She is in her power stage.
Yeah, I'm level 10. No, I'm just kidding. But because see, like I have read previous books and I find these books are more valuable to me because मेरा previous knowledge is done. But आपके लिए you find a book and another book. Like this is for anybody who's like beginner. General. If you are in school, you're 14-year-olds, one book you should read is Ready, Study, Go. Ready, Study, Go. Not Steady, Ready, Study, Go. By Khurshid Batliwala and another guy. I don't know. There are 2 authors of it, but Khurshid Batliwala. That book tells you everything you need to know in school. Like when I was in school, I wish somebody told me that book was existed. Everything it tells you about waking up early, like all the habits, everything Atomic Habits tells you, but in an Indian context, Ready, Study, Go is a good book. Go read it.
You read fiction now?
I do, of course I do. I love thrillers. Oh my god, thrillers, Silent Patient, if anybody wants to read, if you love thrillers, like it thrills you. So Silent Patient by Alex Michael something. That book is so good. I love thrillers now. Horror is something also I read. Chef's Kiss. Definitely Chef's Kiss. You can always text me saying like, I want to improve this part of my life, or I want to read a book on this, and I will suggest you.
Done.
Not everybody, even y'all can, if y'all want to any suggestion, y'all can always DM me and I can be your book.
Rossy Dourado.
Yes. at Instagram, Rossy Dourado, at YouTube, Rossy Dourado, Twitter, Rossy Dourado, everybody Rossy Dourado.
You are too active on Twitter, right?
Very much.
Yeah.
I would not say too active, and I don't have like a million followers, which I would love, but then considerably I'm very active there, and I love to like consume a lot of Twitter content because I feel it's smart.
What kind of content works over there?
Definitely something that helps you grow. And like shit posting is also there on Twitter. Like of course memes and stuff do a lot. Everybody is inspired by Elon Musk to shit post, But like Ankur Warikoo puts threads, James Clear puts threads. Something like, let's just say I'm learning something and I put a thread on that, and somebody else gets to learn from it, because I am like, everybody's at that same stage, right? Whoever is following you, and they can relate to it. Like all the mistakes I'm doing, and they can relate to it. Now see, getting to like, let's just say I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll put like how I got to 1,000 subscribers. And somebody who may take inspiration from it. So definitely Twitter pe na, but definitely like it depends on the community you build around you. So if people love like, things that improve, you can improve from, then you can keep churning that content out. I don't like write threads a lot now, which I should, but yeah, threads really work on Twitter. Threads as in long tweets. Some people might not know threads. It's like you put more threads, like a thread with tweets. If somebody doesn't know, I'm sorry.
You're putting out so much content now. How is your schedule like basically?
I'm very embarrassed to share my schedule because I don't have a schedule. As of now, I'm really struggling like a lot with my schedule at all. And I feel like a lot of creators can relate to it because I have like other jobs also, and I have content creation, but and I'm a person who procrastinates a lot. So it's like, that's why you will not see like previously I've not posted like any like YouTube videos consistently, because I'll like lose out on deadlines, and I know that I have a problem like that. Okay, so it's like just I need to work on it. But my schedule is like, I definitely first half is like I work on my client work, and then next half like I divide my day into 2 halves. So first half is on clients, next part is like content creation or at night. Yeah. For me, like ideating, script, and usually scripting like whatever I can, or whatever it's like I can take some inspiration watching some videos. And then usually I sleep like very late. But recently I've tried to like, get back on my schedule, because back then in school, I had like, I used to wake up at 4:30 a.m. I had like a proper nerd schedule, Then afterwards, Ankur came in my life. Uska time management course also I took. And then I'm trying, but definitely like I lose out on a lot of sleep, which I would not recommend.
Uska time management bolta hai kya ki?
Also, everybody has, I'm like, I am struggling. I have my flaws. I can't be very much perfect. People will be like, oh, she reads books, she's so smart. But no, it's like, you can't like, everything is like, if you have something right, there's something going wrong. So I'm like still struggling a lot with the schedule. आपका बता दो, आपका schedule क्या है?
मेरा schedule भी ऐसे ही रहता है, late night. Like basically I get up, I get on my system, I work here. So my full day is my client work. And when I feel like I'm saturated, then I have my stories and some kind of balance is there. So it works out like that.
So work life balance.
Yeah, work life balance is it. I get up, I sleep here, I get up, I sleep here. So either you balance it.
It's like, like one room only everything's happening, and it's like everything is mixed up. So there's like gray areas there. So definitely, but I think every creator like just needs to figure shit out.
Before closing, if you want to tell anything to the listeners, ki bhai sun lo.
Before saying that, I have a few questions before closing thoughts.
Sure.
Okay,
sure.
I had like
questions for me.
For you, definitely not for y'all, Ray. Y'all can ask questions by yourselves in the comment section. OP. So I had like one question that came into my head was like first question. I was like, why did you think like I was a good guest on the podcast, or why did you think I would be a good
because I had seen your stories and that energy that you're traveling and you have a lot of stories to tell with what you have traveled or what the amount you have traveled. It is not that much, but you still have so much to tell. Okay? So, and going by your feed, the quality of post you have put before. And that question I missed out, that what makeup and all used to do, na? You have left it? Like,
no.
Chhod diya na book.
You turned the question on me, but no, it's like my sister used to do that. So we used
so it's not yours?
No, not yours, isn't. She does the art on me. I'm the model. She's the artist.
Yeah, you're the art.
I'm the art. Oh yeah, definitely. So she used to do, and it used to take like, back then we had a lot of time. It used to take like 6 hours to get one thing done, click pictures and stuff like that.
That's why you never looked back then to that. 6 घंटा में कुछ और कर लो कि पूरा वीडियो एडिट कर लोगे.
Dude, no, it's like when you start prioritizing, valuing your time, and you understand that the amount of time you put in, you should get the output and stuff. Naval Ravikant again. So afterwards I realized the output is not equivalent to 6 hours what I'm getting. So it's like I stopped it, but I would love to like sometimes do here and there.
Yeah, it is said that you have to increase your value of per hour वाला जो रहता है ना.
Yeah.
Like it'll be like मैं यहाँ पे 1 घंटा spend कर रहा हूँ, मेरा 3,000 बर्बाद हो रहा है.
Exactly. That's one of the concepts that just blew my mind. It was like like people used to stand in lines and all, and they should not value it because they want like 200 rupees profit.
Yeah.
They're standing in 5-hour line, then they don't realize. Anyways, so another question I had for you is like, what keeps you going? Like in the darkest days or the brightest days, like what keeps you going in terms of content, like this production as well as in life?
What keeps me going is basically what thought I have ki we have come such a long distance, so there is some reason, right? So anytime if I feel down, so it is like, अरे यार मैंने 3 साल या 4 साल किया है, there is some reason. And when I started out content, that was just for passion, and then I've converted into like a profession. It is full time what I'm doing now. So the other projects as videographer, as video editing. So I started as passion, now it is getting me some revenue, and this background is just keeps me balanced.
That's amazing. So basically hope, like where you've come from and where you've been heading to. So that's amazing because I feel we kind of like because I thought like sometimes I feel like I'm not getting the output that I'm putting in. It's like so demotivating. It's like ye to chhod ke. But then I'm pretty like what you say, headstrong, and like the same thing like I've come so far. Might as well just like digging the cave. Like might be something might come out of it. And another thing I wanted to ask is like if you had to be anywhere in the world, doing anything in this world, what would you do?
That I'll have to think now.
I know it's like a question I asked everybody. It's like because it gives you like like what would they rather. It's like time is not an issue, money is not an issue. भगवान का दिया सब कुछ है आपके पास, dollar, time, everything. What would you be rather doing?
What I would be rather doing? See, basically मेरा कैसा है पता है, my dream is like to have a team, right?
Yeah.
To भाई सब चल रहा है ना, that happiness is something different. तो मेरा basically वही है to have a
like
team.
a well-functioning team.
Yeah, well-functioning team. So whenever I do something, when I have an intern and I'm planning out the process and managing takes more time, which
nuts and bolts.
If you have a good process, it will flow well, So I'm always trying to build a process where it is efficient, productive. If anything is not going productive, then I get depressed, something like that.
It's like I was saying, like you can't like always like you have to tell them like get them on the same page even when So yeah, those were some of my questions for you. I have like a lot of questions I can ask.
Yeah,
but I don't
we
want
will
to
exchange the seats later
yes,
on that.
some days maybe I'll start a podcast and you can come on my guest. Yeah, we'll never know. Yeah, and maybe we should like do something somewhere else on my channel. Maybe.
Sure.
Just putting it out there in case if you all want something.
Yeah, then you're like, Kunal said it on the record, you know.
Yeah, Kermit, hello. Yeah, those were my questions.
Yes, lovely. I think that was fun.
Yeah.
Quite a short one, basically. Really short one, you know, some conversations are really short.
Yeah, definitely.
Hope you enjoyed, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It was your like kind of your first podcast?
Yeah, of course. This is my first podcast. I'm losing my shit already. So this is my first podcast and I'm so grateful. If I have to say like nice things about Kunal at this point, this is my time. This is my time. So thank you so much, Kunal, for inviting me. And I'm so hyped till now. I'm like so hyped. Like when I was walking in, I was gasping. I was like,
yeah, because it is on the third floor, right? The flat is on the third floor and there is no lift.
No, that question. But I was so excited. I was so hyped, and also stay tuned for the BTS vlog of this.
Yeah, how this thing is all made up.
Yeah, yes, no, as in like stay
her
tuned.
story.
Yeah, my
her perspective of
things. Yeah, so definitely, and like I was so grateful because you even considered me, because I feel like मैंने कुछ उकाड़ा भी नहीं है, and it's like this guy is like believing in me and sees some potential, and that's why he wants me.
You have a lot of potential.
Yeah, and thank you so much. I would not like till now people have not recognized, like don't recognize what I do and stuff like that. The effort, like everything. People don't invite you to think these things.
Yeah,
I was like so sweet. Thank you so much, and it'll really like forever. It'll live in my I have a diary that I write. So it's like it'll forever live in my memory, saying that Kunal, invited me to my very first podcast.
Yeah, 11/06.
Yes, of course, definitely. This date is going in history. And I really enjoyed the conversation, the way you took it forward. I stalked you a lot, so I was like, this guy is chill, I was like, stalked as in I'm not creep, okay? I'm not a creep. Oh God.
Yeah.
As in I did some research on
you. But didn't find anything, right?
No. I didn't find anything on the internet. Kunal doesn't share.
Yeah.
Kunal doesn't share food. I mean, Joey, okay, anyways. So thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Yes, I think that was pretty much. I think our longest Thanksgiving, on the podcast.
Definitely,
really appreciate it, and
guys, and a lot of effort goes into I'm seeing it from a point of view, from this point of view. So much effort goes in. He's so underrated. So much effort goes in. Please subscribe and make this big, because there is and kudos to you for doing this. I can see how much it takes to do with every guest, and whatever goes behind the scene. I'm like, kudos to you, definitely.
Thanks. And I think before there are rivers flowing over here. I think that's pretty.
Dude,
थोड़ा जल पी लीजिए, उसके बाद और जल पीना है.
Kunal right now is like, कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं हो गया. But you deserve all the kudos, and it's when you are here, you realize how much effort it takes.
Yes. So be here.
Yeah, definitely.
आते रहो और guest आते रहो. We'll have definitely. We are trying to complete 100 episode by end of the year. Definitely.
Century.
Yeah. So चलते रहेगा इसलिए.
Yeah, definitely.
Some motivation, ना धक्का मारने के लिए.
Yeah.
जा रहे आगे जा रहे 100 episode.
Y'all should leave a form if people want to volunteer to come, because now you reached out to me. Imagine like a month ago, I wanted to come on the podcast. People will not DM you. People will be like,
people told me I saw other podcast and I was waiting and you messaged.
It's like that. That's so sweet. Even same, I was like, Kunal messaged me? Oh, I'm rich and famous. I was like that.
अभी तो मैं पक्का हूँ वैसे.
Yeah, अभी तो हम autograph लेना बाकी है हमारा.
ठीक है, I think that was pretty much. We had Rossy, Dourado, and you can check all the links and we'll put it, right? I'll try to put. I'll definitely put. Don't worry.
Don't worry. I'll make sure I come here, comment my links.
Yeah, and this is me, Kunal Raj, signing off from this episode, and सुनते रहो सब जगह Spotify और यहाँ से काट देते.
Bye.